Good evening, viewers. Welcome back to our last segment of this episode of Holistic Living. Joining us for this segment, we have Stacey Stevenson, Marketing and Product Development Officer with Hearty Almonds. Stacey is here this evening to give us some insight into the health benefits of the new super nut, the almond. Good evening, Stacey. Thank you for joining us. Could you go ahead and give us some information about your company? Who are you? What are you thinking of doing?
Thank you, David, for having me. As you said before, I'm the marketing officer and product development officer for Hearty Almonds. It's a relatively new company. We came into being in 2012. Our CEO, Mr. Sean Michael Jones, he is a young entrepreneur whose aim for his company is that we all have healthy snacks, healthy foods. We include more healthy foods in our diets. As you know, we have a lot of chronic diseases which are causing much morbidity and mortality, and as a result, we want to ensure that Jamaica becomes a healthier nation. David, just to add some correction to what you said earlier, you mentioned that the almond is a nut. However, the correct or the scientific classification for an almond is actually it's a drupe. It's not something that is very popular, but a drupe basically is a type of fruit that has a fleshy outer area, and this fleshy area surrounds a shell, and within that shell, and sometimes we call the shell a pit, there are seeds inside, and it is that seed that we consume. Other examples, walnuts are drupes, pecans are also drupes, plums are drupes, and cherries also are drupes. So just to change that thought, it is actually not a nut, but actually a drupe.
Thank you, Stacey, for the correction. Who would have thought? All my life I've thought the almond was a nut, but thanks very much for the correction.
You're welcome.
Could you give me a little bit of the scientific rundown or a profile of the almond?
Certainly. The botanical name for the almond is actually the Amygdalus communis, and that speaks specifically to all almond plants. However, there are varieties, and for this program and for hearty almonds, we will speak to the variety, the Amygdalus dulcis, which speak to the sweet almonds. As you know, we have sweet and bitter almonds, and the bitter almonds we do not use in our company, but we use the sweet almonds. The almonds basically come from the family, the Rosaceae family, and that family includes strawberries, raspberries, also includes the peach, plums, but apart from that, flowers, it includes roses. Those plants, the bridal wreath, those plants are also a part of this family. So basically, all of these fruits and plants all exist from that, or all coexist then, so to speak, in that family. When it comes to almonds, it's definitely a super snack. It contains all of the macronutrients and most, if not all, of the macronutrients that are needed for a normal diet, normal daily diet. When it comes to proteins, almond they offer the complete set of amino acids, and basically it is the only plant-based snack or plant-based alternative or food that has so much protein. It contains 13 grams of protein, and when compared to fish and meat, which has 15 to 20 grams of protein. Fats, almost all of the almond is formed by fat. However, this is good fat. There is no cholesterol. It has carbohydrates, and however, the carbohydrate content is very, very low. In terms of the advantages or the health benefits that be derived from consuming almonds, you know that it improves cardiac functioning and by way of reducing fat and also cholesterol within the blood. It contains magnesium as well, and magnesium is a key mineral which is essential to optimal functioning of the heart. Including almonds allows for weight loss and it prevents weight gain. It is a good alternative for those persons who want to go gluten-free. For your diabetics, it's also good for them in that research has shown that it prevents diabetes as well as it causes euglycemia in diabetic patients. It's a good source of energy, prevents gallstones, so we're going to have less patients with cholecystitis and cholelithiasis. It is a good emollient, and if you look in a lot of your skin products today, almond oil is included in many of them. It helps with our metabolism, and of course, unsurprising, it is a good antacid, and that is once we remove the skin. We can also add to that its culinary uses, whether raw or processed, it is just super. It can be used in our confectionery. It makes a very good marzipan. It can be used as a topping, and you can just have the shelled or the grated or almonds. You can put it on ice cream, on your yogurt. We can also use it as a part of our salads. So therefore, as a culinary additive, it's perfect.
In almond milk on the shelves in the supermarket, is this a safe alternative to regular dairy milk?
Yes, it is. When comparing both, regular cow's milk, 100% cow's milk, contains more protein, it contains more fat, it contains more carbohydrate, and it also contains cholesterol. Compare that to almond milk contains protein, yes, and fat, a smaller quantity of fat, but it contains no cholesterol, and it also contains fiber, and we know that our fiber is good. As also importantly, almond milk is a suitable alternative for those persons who are unable to tolerate lactose.
Basically, what you're saying is that almond is a new super snack that is good for everyone.
Definitely good for everyone. However, it must be noted, and I must say that persons who have known allergies to almond or to any product that contains almond, it is wise and it is encouraged that they avoid almond containing products. Also, I must say that persons can have allergic reactions to almond as with any other food, and as is always said, children under 3 years old must not consume almond.
Thanks for joining us this evening. Your presentation was quite informative. We look forward to having you again. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.